Oh. All right, what is up, guys? It is another Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, if you will. So that means another Heaven's Arena ready to go by. Number 9, by the way. Almost getting to the official number 10 Heaven's Arena. Hopefully I'll have something super grand for the first 10, but for now, we're just going to leave it in the dark. We already have who we're going to be starting off with for tonight's matches, which is Deadly Shock and Neon Black. Okay, I'm just going to fix up some things in the background. My beard looks kind of big, surprisingly. All right. Cut the music. All right, let me make sure I have everything organized here. All right, let's get started. Deadly Shock, Neon Black. Let's enjoy. Okay. Oh, also, don't look at that. Anyway, I see that. All right, both of these guys are feeling a little bit different tonight. Deadly Shock immediately going for the Blastoise pick. You guys know I love me some Blastoise gaming all day, every day. But can it hold up to Neon Black playing the dreaded Machamp? We're about to find out. Okay, Scary Face already closing the distance. Shell Shock gonna put you into the corner and trying to get a little bit of distance. Ooh, actually, he could have, with the buff, he actually could have did Whirlpool, but I can understand. Oh, Spout gonna go ahead and get evaded by the jump in. Close combat, trying to build a little bit of extra meter. Nice cancel using the armor of the Shell Shock, but fully charged CA. 2x? Oh, okay, might be too low for 2x. Oh my god! Oh! Yo, my man was so high, and that was a level 3 heave-ho. Anytime Neon Black is charging that, you know it's going to be the level 3 version. Well, at least you know it's going to be a heave-ho in general, because he loves his heave-hos. All right. Oh, yeah, crit. Okay. Going to go ahead and get another defense buff. And nice. Off of the plus frames. Forward Y. Not going to be able to anti-air, though. Blastoise does have an abundance of anti-airs, but 4Y is not one of them. Oh, 2+ to get a command grab. Nice. If that would have put him into the corner, I would have stole it. Okay. The patience. Do you have a guarantee? No. Rapid spin again. A little bit of a knowledge check. And you know what? I understand. Want to be able to get as much damage on this character as possible. Blastoise is one of the characters has a decent amount of HP. Oh my god, the trickery. And Miss Magius? Hold on, you got to be careful if you burst. Oh my god, that probably could have killed if he had it. All right. Wait, you did something. Oh, the burst! That's actually going to go through his! Okay, that's going to be another round on the... Or at least a round on the board. Or... Round on the board, yes. A round on the board for Deadly Shock. That was looking kind of scary. At a certain distance, you are able to catch Machamp's burst attack. It doesn't have the most amount of iframes. But when you have an advancing super like Blastoise, it just matters all the same. Yo, these cancels though? I don't know why, but catching you in the air instead, air grab. Ooh, and a crit. Not going to convert off of it though, but does find himself an air grab. Fully charged. All right. Oh, this time we do have the frames low enough to actually get another command grab. We've been holding on to this withdrawal for a while. Yo, the JX immediately stood in front of his face and said, "You'll do nothing." But you know what? Neon Black is definitely someone to press a button on Wake Up, if you ask me. Plus frames, 2Y to finish it up, and that's going to be game 1 for Neon Black. You know, so far I like the Blastoise play, but I need to see more projectiles. Even though if a champ is someone, or at least a character that has a special move that can deal with projectiles, he can't cover them all. He's eventually gonna take some chip. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Cross chop? No, just gonna go ahead and take the Oki. And command grab off of the mash rapid spin. Okay, now we're in your grill. Decides to take the fully charged 5X. And we are in there. We're making turtle soup at this moment. No crush. 2Y again. But this time actually gets a crit off of it. So we get a combo. Ooh, and you know what? That's a decent amount of damage into the corner. Decides to go for getting the buff instead of actually getting chip damage. I'm not so sure about this. And my man Neon Black is like, you know what? I'm going to just throw out the Hadokens, the classic, and that's going to put him at game point. Or Spear, jump out. Does chip, but takes the most amount of damage from Neon Black. Be careful. Fully charged. Plus frames. Okay, using the armor, and yeah, you're not gonna hit me with that long move. Bursting up, feels the danger. 4Y, a little bit unsafe, but it's okay, we made it. Oh no. Ugh! Alright, and look at how much HP we have. The life deficit is staggering. We got an attack buff coming out from Neon Black. That's gonna be... You somehow lived this scenario. You're going to get plus frames, but it's not going to matter much. But you break through a CA? Hey, straight supers are hit supers. We love them. All right, that's going to do a good amount of damage and going to take away a lot of this energy gauge from Neon Black. That's not going to reach him all the way over there. Oh, okay. Able to dodge the big Hadouken. We're a little high because we dodged the air grab. Be careful. Another shell shock. Got to be careful with these 2Ys. A little bit too far. Able to tech it. The CA on CA chicken, even though we're not, even though we're just a turtle and a duck. Be careful. Command grab. Doesn't miss. And there you have it. A little bit of the scramble, but we thrive through it. Neon taking it 2-0. You know, I'm sitting here, I'm just like, bro, like, we got to do something. We got to do something. Neon Black trying to leave here with something. All right, next up, we are going to have Aldrich versus Alpha. You know what? Sometimes it bothers me to go back and forth. I could just put Aldrich right there. All right. All right, let's get it. Oh, what the? This thing is bugged. Alright, there we go. Okay. Aldrich starting off. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I switch these. There we go. Alright, Aldrich starting off with the Lucario, which isn't a bad choice. Lucario does have special moves that can actually deal with some of the scenarios that Suicune can put up, especially with how good, or at least how far, Suicune CA can go. 2X, back it up. Trying to get a little bit of space is Alpha. Getting out of there. Oh my gosh, the headbutt. Get into the corner and testing you on Wake Up. Not too much damage, but enough to where we're going to shift the phase. And that was a good perfect block coming out from Aldrich. If you're able to perfect block the homing coming from Suicune, you are able to do a CA of your own in between the gap. Victini, okay. We want to build up that synergy meter, but you know what? Aldrich saying we got to go fast. We got to get in your grill and in your face, and that's exactly what he's doing. But this time not getting the extended hit to actually catch the vulnerable frame. What? Hold on. That should have been a punish. That should have been a punish. You are able to punish Suicune forward wide with a grab, but there it just did not work out. Victini again. I'm surprised she would want to use it while she has burst already, but I guess just in case. Do a little bit of extra damage, a little bit of extra healing. All right. There we go. And that's very smart. Walking and blocking, not doing the OS against it. Okay, keeping you at a distance, setting up the ice wall, make sure to deter any type of projectiles. And again, another perfect block. And you know what? I gotta love the routing that Alpha is doing. And you know what? Aldrich, feeling the danger, decides to burst up. Perfect block. Doesn't get it. Oh no, that's definitely gonna kill. An activated CA, activated burst from Suicune. That means it does extra damage, and that's gonna be the kill. Alpha taking game 1. All right. Ooh, okay, and we have a switch back. He's like, all right. You can stop my Lucario, but can you handle the menace himself, Garchomp, the mixologist? Okay, trying to walk immediately around the ice wall. Now, one thing that's going to be a lot better for Garchomp, especially for the Switch, is that we have way more plus frames, way more stagger, and most importantly, way more mix. Just like that, starting off with the Sand Tomb, reset. And look at that. Ooh, okay, fully charged. And Aldrich is definitely somebody who has practiced that Oki to a T. But wow, being able to get out of that situation, that's going to be a punish, yup. Running stance cancels, beautiful coming out from Aldrich. And immediately, just like that, a change. Quickest change ever, already showing the difference. All right, started off with Victini. Means that any projectile that hits is going to count as a crit. And that's going to give you a little bit of safety room, jumping over this pocket sand. And trying to keep him at 5x range. Out of there, backdash. Again, another 5x does catch the tail end of Release X. Oh my god, the confidence to just wake up with that. Okay, hard knockdown. Plus frames, trying to check. That's unsafe. Guess again. And nice. Release X is, or Release X, yes. Release X is one of the buttons that are able to actually have enough multi-hit to deal with Suicune CA. Oh, but this time the early release, but no release 2. And so far, Alpha is doing a really good job making sure to keep Aldrich at bay. All right, healing up with Victini. Jump over, out of there, punish. No, but not getting the running stance cancel that he wanted. And this is looking like a really big scramble. Only 16 seconds left from the top rope. You're not gonna catch me from down here again. Anytime you activate that CA, that release X is going to spell disaster for you. But 5 seconds left. Hold on. Hold on. What did you do? Dude, what the? Alright, hold on. I know Garchomp 4Y is a god button, but it ain't that crazy, okay? Oh, but you're alive? But I don't know if it's gonna matter. 3 seconds left? Yeah. But the best bet could have been that you just take the block and then wait out the timer, which should have been Aldrich option. But now Alpha sitting at set point. Oh no, expecting a cancel right into the guard, and that means you immediately get the field phase change. Ooh, punish? Oh no. Okay, decent chunk. But so far, Alpha has just literally been running around, taking to the skies. But this time, Aldrich finally caught her and now put her against the wall. But Alpha is just with these aggressive plays. Catch again. Release X, goes for the damage. Fully charged. Oh, Oki, Pocket Sand, jumps out of there. Not all of these release X's have been working. We got to be scared for him. Again, another homing, finding its mark, and a quick grab. Alpha has burst, is not going to kill, but this is already looking like her game. Activating Victini 2. Oh no, you got one guess. Alpha playing the slow and steady pace game. Playing lame wins games, and any of these crit hits can immediately kill Aldrich, and there it is! 2-0? Okay. 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 Already getting into it. And you know what? That's not something I expected. But guys, this was already, because we don't have too many people in the bracket tonight. We have 8 people in the bracket, and they're running through it quick. So we're going to go ahead, get things started with, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next matches. But right after this break, after I get some more replays, stay tuned. We have more Heaven's Arena right after this. Okay, so guys, sorry for the long wait. There's always poking problems. There's always poking problems. But, you know, your problems, my problems. What does this button do? Oh! Yo, Niet, thanks for the sub. Really appreciate it. I'm like, what is he talking about? But anyways, and you know what? As he says that, he knows he's gonna be next up. Neon Black versus. There goes the sound. Neon Black versus Niet. Both champions before us. Whoa, why does it say something different? Hold on, give me a second, guys. Gotta fix something. A little bit of an issue, but it is okay because we are going to fix it. Yep. There we go. All right. Man, sometimes it's tough doing this by yourself, but you know what? I do it for y'all. I do it for y'all. All right, let's start off with the next match. Oh, and let's go ahead and swap these names out. There we go. All right. Neon going for the Mewtwo this time. Not going with the Classic Machamp. But you know what? Both of these characters are susceptible to Rising JY from Decidueye. So it's always going to be a danger. Okay. Ooh, alright. Being able to negate their own projectiles with that. But the legs. Go ahead. Leg day. Let's go ahead and spin you around like you're a top. Command grab. Hang you up like a picture. Do it double time. It was crooked. I need to fix it. And ending it with a Frenzy Plant. Good amount of damage, about a quarter. Just moving to the side, a little bit of a projectile war. The guess, telekinesis. You was a little bit of a deer in headlights regardless of your bird. Okay, and then after the scramble, being able Frenzy, or not, sorry, not Frenzy, but Sucker. Go ahead, does not land its mark, but we go ahead and you activate our burst. And I just noticed that we didn't activate the Croagunk immediately. You might be too low. Yeah, you're a big body. That tail looking real long. Of course it's gonna get caught by the super. Got my eyes on the target, locked. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and stop that Croagunk from appearing anytime soon. Okay, being able to wait just a little bit. Rising JY, again, like I said, was there enough stagger on that to actually punish? I'm not exactly sure, but Neon being able to find a way there. Okay, and sitting just outside the domain expansion, not gonna reach, and that's just gonna be an icicle crash to the face. Round one going to Neon. Okay. Oh, yeah. From downtown, the marksman being able to negate those projectiles and an 8x. Trying to keep Neon Black at bay, keeping him at this mid-screen as he tries to walk in. 8Y? No. You try to do 8Y. Puts you in the corner, sets up the Spirit Shackle. And the reset. We were not ready. Hold on. You can do a double in field phase? Hold on. You might have to show me. Alright, Croagunk set up. Decides to take both. Oh my god, and the commitment to the Hyper Beam. Again, another one hits. Gotta be careful. Teleports out. Spacing. Oh, okay. Try to use the CA frames of the barrier, or at least the oh yeah, no, I was right about barrier. Ooh, good, but not being able to get that Drain Punch. And gotta be careful, especially with this Spirit Shackle right behind you, able to get past it. CA? Yeah, it's gonna be eat out. Decidueye is too much in the air. If anything, it's like a flying type against the ground type. The ground bounce. And actually gets the wall bounce as well. Another 2-for-2 Hyper Beam. Neon is on it. But you know what? Going face first into a Fury attack. And like I said earlier, Mewtwo being a taller character means that we are more susceptible to that rising JY. First, perfect block? No perfect block, but still got to be careful. Croagunk. Hold on, wait. Oh, Croagunk not being able to get that defense debuff. We're too high. And nice. I like the way Niet's just making sure we try to stall out as much as possible, but you can't do that. You gotta wait at least, or at least have an OS, which Frenzy Plant is an OS to both. Hold on, this damage is hurting. Oh wait, but that you're gonna still be in Fire Spin. Umbreon. Oh! Oh no. Umbreon coming through at the wrong time, wrong day, and wrong schedule. Oh no. Just sitting just outside of the Umbreon range and being able to catch that. It's unfortunate. All right. And by the way, guys, if you, in case you didn't know, these are two people who have won Heaven's Arena before. So these guys are champions, cream of the crop. Ooh, but you know what? Just moseying his way in. Wasn't ready for the Spirit Shackle. And you know what? Fully charged CA, one of the best in the business. Missing the leg kicks, which means we get a Fire Punch on Wake Up on the tech. Okay, again, Rising JY. Caught him on the other side. Wall splat? No, now you're in the corner with this Fire Spin. Quick grab, quick hands. We're trying to get all the damage. Croagunk. Guaranteed defense debuff. Alright. Tried to jump over the Spirit Shackle. Probably wants to waste time on the super, but this just might hit. I don't know. It doesn't. Just plus frames, barrier, 2x, and we call it quits. That's going to be set point for Neon. Oh, all right. This time, Neon, I'm at Niet being ready on the draw. Okay, nice tech. Wall splat too, so it's gonna be a decent amount of damage. Oh, I think he tried to actually go for the setup there, but another rising JY to dive bomb. Gonna go ahead and send you full screen, and now you gotta find your way in. Ooh, but you don't need to find your way in if you're able to do this. Reset, Fire Spin, wants to get rid of some of that burst, potentially. Too far. Barrier hits, another Fire Spin. Oh my god, every barrier is just landing at the moment. And then homing, gonna do a little bit of extra damage with that defense down. Side strike, and with the double just frame. Doesn't even need the double just frame, just goes ahead and takes the kill, and that's gonna be it. Man, it did not matter. Okay, next up we're gonna have Oradians versus Alpha, which, mind you now, she's up here on an upset. Why is it not here? Why is it not showing? Oh, there we go. Okay. Show me the thing. Yo, my thing is acting weirdly right now. Peace. All right. Eventually, I'll find a better way to showcase these names, but for now, we gotta go a cappella. All right, a Radiance and Alpha. I'm telling you guys, this thing is acting weird. But you know what? We got it. We got it. We got it. Let's go ahead and move on to the next match. Nice hat. It's just something to cover my hair. But thank you. All right. And this time, again, another change. A Radiance going for the Lucario over the Braixen. And already throwing a whole bunch of projectiles. Now, one thing's for sure, Suicune is susceptible to just walking to the side. Suicune's moves do not track too well, but you know what? You know what does track well? CA from Suicune. Okay. And so far, Alpha has just been really good when it comes to this mid-screen game. Keeping you at bay, gotta make you work your way in like a traditional projectile character. All right. Gonna give you the blessing, but you know what? You're not gonna grab these. Keep those paws away from me. 5X. Gonna go ahead and punish the dash in. Hydro Pump, adding on a little bit more chip damage and trying to further it along with Victini. Ooh, punish. Yep. 5X. Strong hit. And we're a little bit close to the wall. We didn't go for the full attempt, and I understand for it. Okay, forward Y. Hard knockdown. DP. Yep. If you're able to react at a later part of that frame, then you're able to punish it. Ooh, oh no, that could be a critical moment. Just missed there. 10 seconds left on the clock, pushing you closer towards the corner, and these JYs are plus on block. That's gonna be a punish. I'm about to say, you didn't touch anything, right? Like, it'd be ashamed if you just, for some reason, just been like, all right, I'm gonna press too wide for giggles. And again, throwing the amount of projectile waves at you. Okay, crit jump X. And again, gotta find your way in. Best way to actually walk to Suicune in this moment, or at least in this matchup, is just making sure any JYs you block, any special moves that you see possibly come, then you can try to CADC. Oh, but again, try to perfect block the CAX, but so far Alpha is just making a statement. Out of the way means that it's not the full punish. JY doesn't get it from the fully one. 5x1, 8y. Oh no! We're gonna go for the full one. Oh, but hey, just so you guys know, you guys might not understand this joke, but Suicune has a stand called Little Feet, and sometimes it just means that the combo that you're doing against Suicune will drop. Wait, how did that just go backwards there? I'm surprised that didn't even punish at all. But you know what? Radiance feeling a little bit of the pressure. 12 seconds left. The dash could be scary. Dash to anything is really scary. And the patience. Oh, from a distance? Nice. Being able to make sure you're in an effective range, and that's going to be a Radiance going up game one. Why is this doing this? Okay. All right, going into game 2. So far, both of these guys, they're playing towards the matchup. I do believe there's certain things that both of these guys could be doing. I feel like Aura could be trying a little bit more of a, you know, picking and choosing what to block and what to CADC. Prayer back Y actually catches from a distance. Both again. Yo, the adaptation backdash saying, okay, if you're gonna react to my CA, I'm gonna make sure you're gonna have to guess for it. Oh, walk up grab, putting on the pressure. Just frame, punish. No, you usually probably want to punish with a jump Y, or a 2Y. And that does catch the dash too. You gotta be careful. Oh my gosh, and a high 5x2, being able to convert into the Aurora Beam. Backdash, getting caught by the fully charged CA. And this time doing the early release CAX. Yeah, we're definitely feeling the pressure right now. Mew on Oki gets a crit buff. This could have hurt a lot more if you went for a bigger punish, but you know what? We went for the grab instead. Ooh, too close. He chose not to go for the grab. And hold on. Alpha is going for the power plays right now. Blizzard goes for the CA. Nice. DP, burst, wants to make sure to attack on the chip. Give me my space. Give me my 6 feet. Aurora Beam, again, 7 seconds left. I do believe you lost the... I was gonna say she lost the health lead, but then she got it right back with the it's not Aurora Veil, but it's a Miracle. Back again, caught the backdash with the Bone Rush. Where are you going? CA charge. This time it was a little bit too late, and now you're gonna have that guessing game against that CA. Grab, good. Tried to grab again, but you know what? The pause didn't reach. And the sneeze cancel. You're going to get snatched up and put against the wall. And another homing. Alpha is just going for all the advancement and picking and choosing her moments. Oh, burst immediately. Oh, wait, no, not immediately. You're too far. But good reaction on the dive kick. Burst, perfect block. We do. And a tech on the other side. Are you dead? No, 1 HP. Eevee, can you grab this? Yes, you can. And that's going to be a crazy amount of damage for a grab. And it's just a tick for tat back and forth. Okay. Trying to get that little nugget fully charged. Is going to go ahead and win the field phase. Jump. And this time it clashes a little bit early. And again, like I said, gotta be careful. Those JY sets up a lot. Ooh, 2x. And that is a move that can get rid of vulnerable frames really good. And look at this. Right before you can block, Snivy gonna go ahead and put a wall of wind in front of you. Mew, what you get? You get crit. Fully charged, does catch an anti-air, dive kick again. Hold on, that's not Suicune's 8Y, that's Suicune's like 6Y, or at least 5X? I forgot. No, that's his 8X, No, it's not. I might have to remember some moves. Ooh, so close. 2X, 6 HP, and wakes up with something again. Alpha is on it. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So, as much as those games were really entertaining, unfortunately, Pokken being Pokken, there is a corrupt file. But to make sure you guys know the set count, Alpha did take that set 2-1. So she will move on to winners finals versus Neon Black. So we're going to go ahead, move on. We're going to go down to losers, where two of also our our HA winners are in losers. I mean, hey, it may be, you know, somebody has to go down there, right? It's going to be Niet versus Aldrich. Are we sure he didn't say we yet? All right. Hold on. Let me just make sure it's set up. All right. Game 1. Niet and Aldrich. Oh, let me go ahead and swap the teams. Simple as that, and let's get into it. We drop in the aura already off of him. But you know what? Aura Aldrich is on the other side. What's going on? All right, starting off with some projectiles, trying to keep him at bay. We know that we're trying to make sure we keep the mid-screen against the shark danger, the land shark. That was going to probably give a different type of plus frames, especially with the Spirit Shackle landmine on there, but Aldrich not wanting to test it. Drop, trying to pick it up. Release X, give me my space. And just going for a simple grab, which means we do get the corner fully charged tornado. No, we're going with the projectile, the frisbee. Cancel. Ooh, so that sucker punch could have been dangerous. Mimikyu gonna go ahead and come out for the assist. And that means since we got it on time, we get an attack buff. Fully charged Sand Tomb. Are you living this? No, you're not. Set up. Umbreon. Okay, the patience. Delay? No, we're patient and trying to catch him on the other side, but we're still at the ready. Okay. And look at that, the patience coming out from Aldrich. But this time he gives up the jump dive bomb. 9 seconds left on the clock. I'm about to say his toe was so close to the landmine. 3 seconds left. And wants to confirm the round. You know what? We'll go ahead and take the timeout. Niet, first game, round 1. Tornado. Not unsafe. Can you grab this? Yes, you can. Run up. Oh, yep. Gave up the jump again, which means we catch the air-to-air, not getting the combo, dropping. Oh, and a little bit of, you know, not being able to block in time. CA on the other side. Hard knockdown? No, it does give a tech. And the run-up throw. Get you a little bit of punches to your gut. Hold on. What is it? Tail slap or? Oh my God! The ground bounce off of the JX. Okay, we're gonna keep you here. No, we're gonna go ahead and take the damage. Send you back mid-screen, and having such you were gonna call it out, but Garchomp having such good walk speed and field phase means that we're able to catch a great Oki off of it, but missing our opportunity. Umbreon. Wait. Aldrich has done that so many times, using the iframes from the burst activation and calling out your defensive option. You're done. Dude, I just love to see it. It's amazing. It's amazing. I love watching that. All right, sitting at even Stevens, around a piece. So far, a little bit of projectiles here and there. JY from Garchomp, I do believe, is a little bit more prioritized, or has a higher priority, I should say. Fully charge, cancel, just in case. Release X may not do all of the hits, but you know what? We catch a little bit of nickel and dimes. Ooh, caught you, but not high enough to get the conversion. Too far? Ooh, reaching. What are you grabbing for? Okay, Boomerang, not being able to catch it. Another forward Y finds his mark. In the air, hit, but not getting it. Yep, we want to activate Burst immediately. Give me my HP back. And now it's raining Magnemites. Land? Oh, okay. But you know what? Because of that, if this hits, it's not going to do too much damage. Yeah. But you know what? With the synergy down and attack down, we would accept this any day of the week. The only amount of damage that's going to extend this out is probably because of the rage. Yeah, that's like grab damage right there. Okay. Got to be careful. But more careful than that, okay? 18 seconds left. Cancel. All right, 15 seconds. We got to guess on something. Does this... Okay, I was wondering what was going to be the interaction on that. Cancel out. The dive bomb works? That one didn't make sense to me. I'll be honest to you. I'll be honest. That one didn't make sense to me. I'm surprised. I've seen Release X Garchomp destroy jump in sometimes. But you know what? We get lucky. All right. Again, saying hi to the cameras, the people. Showing up with the cape and all. But you know what? That ferocious Garchomp over there is looking to do you in, turn you into stewed chicken. Alright, getting off the first tech, dive bomb, hard knockdown. And here goes the setup, backdashing. Okay, not a crit, but you know what? We do get a little bit of hang time. And that's going to put you against the wall as well. Not going for the fully charged tornado. And a little bit of patience back and forth. Wants to keep his offense. And again, another hard knockdown set up. You can't backdash from this one, yeah. I lock on. Alright, the approach. Catching the backdash. Again, trying to find space from himself. Aldrich, but he's stuck between a bird and a wall. Another tech coming through, and that's going to be extra damage. 1,000 arrows. Finding its mark. Just making sure it rains down a little bit of Magnemite just to catch a little bit of extra chip. Oh my goodness. The talons need to be clipped or we got to nerf this move. Fully charged. A lot of shield damage. Umbreon. Getting caught. Getting that extra HP as well. 13 seconds. That's a crit Sand Tomb. Put him in a blender. We're going on to the next round. He's like, all right. Get the sand off me. Ooh, okay. Rushing in. And a little bit too long. I do believe that was a 6X that gets interrupted by the JY. Look at him. Sends out the Feather Dance. Tacking on a little bit more extra chip. And Aldrich just doing the walking and blocking tornado. Yeah, you can't beat the category 5 all the way up there. And you know what? That actually did enough PSP to actually phase shift as well. Trying to fake out just a little bit with the shimmy. Grab, full distance, wasn't a punish. Again, another Rising JY could happen. And nice, that was a punish on the aerial movement. Is it going to be a kill? No. 1 HP in a dream, but you can get it back with the synergy. Yep, 31 seconds. And rushing in. It is a fast one. You cannot react to that. Single hit JY does the maximum possible damage. Or matter of fact, this might just take the kill. It does. Okay. He's like, you see that? Yeah. Optimal. Okay. Earthquake jumping right over the feather arrow. Gotta be careful with these neutral jumps. There you go. Again, Aldrich always having the release X at the ready. Tornado, come here. Closer. Ooh, okay. Taking the tech over the command grab, it's always the better option. Alright, on the approach, losing the tracking of the feather dance. Extends out the CA to make sure to catch the invincible frames of the Ghost Dash. Saying you're not going anywhere. But you know what? Getting hit up, plus frames, Rising JY. Trying to tack on a little bit more extra damage. And you jump again. Drops it. Umbreon wants to siphon away that synergy for himself. Oh, no, no, no. You ain't gonna catch Aldrich that high. That early. Yeah. If there's anybody I believe who would probably tech is it acrobatics? Yeah. Acrobatics consistently is Aldrich. All right, going into game 3. This is definitely a tight match. Yeah. Dropping in with the aura again. Look at me. Look at my feathers. Okay. Ooh, okay. Using the walk speed. I'm telling you, that Garchomp walk speed is amazing. And finding a raw Dragon Claw as well. Look at the damage. Oh my god, just in front of your face again, but not far enough for the tornado. Plus frames. Frenzy Plant, get me out of here. Oh, that Earthquake would have worked if he committed, but you know what? It was a matter of who would have let go first. 1,000 arrows, keeping you at mid-screen. And doing a great job. Look at that. And all the nickel and diming. Practically bringing him down to even amount of HP. Unsafe? No. I don't think Garchomp has an actual option that punish with that. But again, you cannot take to the skies. I may be a land shark, but better believe I will see you up there. No burst needed. Stray JX taken to the Aldrich at set point. Okay, fun threat. I would say threading the needle, especially through the Spirit Shackle, but finds his mark on that one. Dig, gonna be able to catch you on this flying bird. Okay, be careful. Patience. Hit. Double back out, finding the JY somehow all through the cancels. Feather Dance, then help with the approach. Knows that if he does block that, it would have been a guaranteed shield break, and he would have lost his synergy for it. Okay, burst. Oh, did he try to burst from that distance? I'm not so sure, but you know what? Lock on. Dig committing to the dig. Not looking too good. Mimikyu. I probably would have Mimikyu'd there because it would have gave the activation, but a little bit dicey. 24 HP plus frames off of the Magnemite. Just in case you're getting a little bit frisky, activates the Umbreon. Jump over? Gotta be scared. Yeah. Jump over. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. You're what? The cojones to commit. Because if he took that command grab, I'm pretty sure he was done for. Even Steven, round apiece. Last game, last round. JX, out of there. And the air-to-air on the JX catches you. Okay. Set up. Tornado. And waits for the homing cancel just to get a grab. But so far, it's looking kind of scary. Fully charge? Cancel in? Nope. Quick throw. Feather Dance. Oh, he took a little bit of damage from that. Or, oh, that's going to be unfortunate. Not going to lock down your support, though. Cancel. JX again, but not going to get the combo. We're too low. Burst. Okay. Activate. Does it hit? Yes, it does. And that means we get the attack buff. All right. Patience. Plus frames. Oh, no. Oh, no. He had the combo. But do you punish? You don't because of burst exhaust. And that's unfortunate. If anything, Niet definitely should have lost that game. Two big things went wrong there. He didn't have the release X charge, and he didn't get the punish on the Umbreon. And I'm pretty sure he punished it properly too, or at least I think Exhaust really just did that in because he fully committed on that, but there's a good and there's a bad to Burst Exhaust, guys. There's a good and a bad. All right. Gonna need to take some more time to gather more replays again. I'll be right back with more Pokken right after this, guys. Don't go anywhere. Or at least go use the bathroom or something. Okay, guys, it is time for a winners finals. For one, I gotta set it up in the background first. I will find an easier way to do this. Hey, I'm Jin, and you're watching Jinny's channel. How do you do it? There you go. None of you guys better take that video and actually do it, I swear. All right, hold on. Let me just make sure to check this. Okay, it is ready. All right. Winners finals. And so far, Alpha has been showcasing everything she's got because she is here and she's ready to play. Oh, let me go ahead and switch around the names. There we go. This. All right, and this time we have the Mewtwo coming out, not going for the Machamp. We know that we're gonna have to deal with a little bit more projectiles if we deal with if we use the Machamp. But oh no, yeah, you can't Mirror Coat a Hyper Beam. I'm sorry, that's gonna be a full pierce right there. Oh, and catching the tail end of the jump back. That is a big orbital, if anything I could say. And already, where has your life gone? Oh, try it. I don't think it would have mattered if you moved left or right. I think you were about to get hit. Ooh, okay. A little bit scarier. Hitting on the tail end of the Mirror Coat. And that is enough hits to actually get through the vulnerable frame of Mewtwo CA. But does it again. Neon. Fully charged Focus Blast. I don't know if it's worth it, but that sure is another Hyper Beam landing its mark. Mirror Coat, again, being able, like, even though if Hydro Pump, or at least I should say the Hydro Pump activation from Mirror Coat does track somewhat, you can still get out of the range, or at least the laser formation of it. Alright, activating Croagunk. We're just chilling. He's like, all right, if you wanna take a defense down, you can if you want to. Wasting a little bit of time on Alpha's synergy gauge. Wait, does that combo? No, it doesn't. But you're gonna deal a large amount of chip. Duck? Oh no, that's not what you want to see. Okay, we live. Blizzard could have went for the dive kick, but instead, that's going to be a quick, not a quick game one. Oh my goodness. Is this going to... No, it's not. 10 seconds left. Guess? Oh no. Oh no. We're too high for that. That was too... I don't know what happened there. But that's going to be game one for Neon. Alright, so far, I don't know how this matchup really goes often. I haven't seen it played much, but the priority that Mewtwo has in field phase might just really be hard for Suicune to deal with. Sidewise seems to be really strong in this matchup for Mewtwo. And Psycho Cut as well, especially with the high priority. Now, Mirror Coating the Psycho Cuts might actually be the best. And then everything else, probably just sidestepping. And again, the disc, holding it down, stuck right in there. You may not hit, but it does deal a large amount of chip. But it's okay. We get you towards the corner. CA looks you dead in your eyes and says, I'm going to grab you. And Neon is not having any of it. Croagunk set it up. Double combo. You're still here in the corner. Extra damage on the grab because of the defense down. Send out the disc again. Fire spin. We're looking at a disc we've seen over and over again. And jumping to the side of the Mirror Coat. Icicle Crash. It may be resistant, but it still does enough damage. Okay, 2-hitter, 2-piece. Barrier, crit. Just simple Oki, far distance flamethrower. Oh, the anti-air. Leg day. What? You know what? I said Suicune CA has enough tracking, but clearly there was not enough tracking to deal with it. Double just frame, side strike, extra damage, and we're sent back full screen. Alpha feeling the pressure, trying to hide the intent of the Hyper Beam behind the Fire Spin. Neon being so sneaky, and again, the Croagunk just loitering around, wasting time. And you know what? Just taking it. It does count as a light, quick grab. This rage will at least be decent along with the wall splat damage. Guess again. Burst, because we know we're about to lose it. And we weren't ready for that Aurora Beam. Now we got the health lead. Victini, not going to heal up any of it. That should have comboed. That should have comboed twice over. I understand. I feel for Alpha. Being all the way up there, that should have, the 5X should have either hit or the Aurora Beam hit. But you know what? It's okay. We picked it up off the ground, 5-second rule. Okay. Dash in. Nice. Gets Oki. But again, so far I'm surprised that Alpha's not utilizing any of her Oki options, especially trying to find a way to make Neon block. Alright, plus frames. Yeah, you're not going to get a grab there. Burst. Immediately. JX, not reacted to. Oh, the cancel. It hurts. That's going to be game 2. All right, going into game 3, Alpha's got to find a way to pick this up. If anything, we got to go at least a little bit more projectiles in dual phase. We're not really seeing the mid screen that usually Alpha's been doing tonight, but so far this might just be the download. It might be the download, and already having the change is going for Whimsicott. Okay, stagger hits into the throw. That surprisingly could have been a lot worse. Hit, gets the second hit. CAX, again, just in the face, directly in front of Neon, just says, I'm going to grab you. Plus frames, not on save. JY gonna stop the barrier from hitting. Grab. Tries to attack the dash on the way in. But the one thing actually some people might not know is that the options that come out faster when you dash forward are the 3 main buttons, or at least the 3 main things that Nia teaches you, which is CA, grab, and jump. Oh, what the, no, you should have blocked on the way down. But the extra speed, oh my gosh, you didn't, okay, good. But we just weren't ready for the homing on the way in. All right, but this is a start, getting around. Yep, Mirror Coat, that means no disc for you, but just because we're out of disc doesn't mean we're out of option. 8Y, Hydro Pump for the decent amount of damage. But Drain Punch, give me that HP back. CA, nice. Okay. And again, the walk up works. Eventually, you're gonna mind game your opponent until nothing's gonna happen. Another grab. Oh, but again, trying to catch the dash on the way in, but Neon just jumps over. Double dash, Krogan. Does that? I'm about to say, did that fully combo? It does not. Whim, okay. Blizzard from a distance, that's gonna kill from downtown. Yo, from the top rope comes Alpha. And you know what? That's kind of a tough call, especially when you're just at that certain distance, the tipper range of the Blizzard. Just a little bit of snow on your toes to end your day. All right, Alpha being able to find herself on the board still has to get through another couple of games to even do anything. Forward Y going through. This time Neon is on the offensive. Fire spin catches you intact on the hyper beam for good measure. So much HP is gone. Oh my god, don't do it a third time, no. It's like, please, not again. No! Oh my goodness, the hyper beam monster strikes. JY hits. All right, there we go. Getting past the hyper beam spam. And look at this, just slowly approaches, finds an anti-air, drops it, but picks it back up with the grab. Fire spin again, and especially since that late disc happens, that the fire spin does guarantee hyper beam chip. See there, if she actually did do Miracle, seeing that the commit was gonna happen to that hyper beam, then Hydro Pump would have came out first. Right. Dash up, got scared, barrier, and that's gonna be it. A quick last game. Neon moving on to grand finals. All right, next up is gonna be our loser semifinals. The EU boys back at the top. Where is the thing? Give me a second, guys. All right. Well, Alpha did lose. She may be down, but she's not out. She's gonna be sitting at winners finals to see who's gonna be her opponent. Hold on, guys. Having a little bit of a technical issue. All right, there we go. It's fixed. It's fixed. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you, guys. I got you. All right. Okay, and remember, guys, since this is loser semifinals, it's back down to a 1-2 best of 3 between the EU homies, Radiance, and Niet. Aura Spirit. Oh, and I do notice that we went from we're not gonna go breaks in this match. DP? No, not Oki enough. All right, the patient walk in. Nice reaction. Oh, and the anti-air on the 6X. You're not gonna try to catch my dash. And you know what? This is actually a really different option. Niet going with the Sylveon support pick over Mimikyu or even Mew. Mew activated so far. Doesn't get the crit. Or, I mean, doesn't get the ground bounce crit. But that's an activation in front of my face. That means we get a punish. Sidewise hitting. No anti-air on the Rising J. Well, never mind. You could have did E-speed instead, but fully charge. Try to jump back. That's gonna hurt. Set up. And doesn't go for the reset, but it's fine. It's fine. Perfect block. Doesn't get punished. And is ready for the acrobatics. Doesn't kill. 2 HP. Try to... What? Alright, hold on. What type of... I might need to check that in the lab. That should have been a grab punish all day. All day, every day of the week. Maybe Niet just wasn't ready? Uh. 5X? Ooh, could have committed to the CA. Alright, neutral jump. Command grab, hang him up like a picture. Ground bounce. Oh, and it still does extra damage with the wall splat. And Prayer running in face first into it. Fully charged 6X. So far, these timings haven't been fully... Ooh, and that was good. Dashing in, trying to confirm whether or not he's going to do the 6XX final hit. Hit. Ooh, caught him moving. Let me just go ahead, place this right here. Let me place this landmine right here. All right. No Mew to activate with, but now we got it. What? Oh, I forgot that crumples in general. I haven't seen it hit in a while. But hit you in the back of your head. Gonna go ahead and steal the round from you while you have burst. It's the hit. Leaf Blade for the transition. Okay, didn't get both hits. Gotta be careful. Both of these characters have amazing pokes and amazing moves to actually start off some of their combos with. But Lucario does require a bigger button to actually get his combos. Or I should say a more committal button. Delay? No. Backs away. Smart stuff. But 6X charge straight into a CA hit, which means Neon can go ahead and pick it up. You're real high. Hold on. Let me... The picture's crooked. Let me see it again. Yo, the third one just for the style. I love it. Oh. See? Jump Y1. Oh, doesn't... He wanted the perfect. He wanted the perfect too hard. All right. Tambourine charge. Mew. We're so close to burst. And there we go. We got it just from you gave it to us. Activate Sylveon just for good measure. Just in case any craziness happens like that. 8Y. Jump. Oh, oh, oh. Dude. If he bursted, I think he actually died. JY. Grab. Okay, it doesn't matter. But man, was... Dude, I'm sitting there scared for him. For him. Yeah, sometimes you got to press. And Decidueye is one of the characters that actually can deal with Lucario's burst attack pretty well. Usually if you stand directly over Lucario, or at least jump directly over, then he has to either delay 8Y or E-Speed, and you can actually change that up specifically with Decidueye. But okay, the Whimsicott, I don't know if Niet was running Whimsicott before, but oh no, the Just Frame hit. Look at all that damage. Tambourine charge, double, trying to build our synergy as much as possible. Okay. 8Y, ooh, okay. Bone Rush Slam would have did a little bit more damage. Ooh, from a distance, side Y. Yeah, 8Y's not going to go through that. Doesn't go for the OS, and that's going to be a Bone Rush hit. And nice, immediately realizing that he was going to go for the Spirit Shackle, because Bone Rush is one of the buttons that does have a projectile negation, just like Spirit Shackle. And it's CA for CA right now. It's the leg day. Frenzy Plant all the way to the wall. That's a large amount of hang time, long enough for us to get a fully charged Spirit Shackle set up. No perfect block. Go over? No. And yes, this time catching the vulnerable frame. JY. Oh, both go for the JY clash. Gonna reset to neutral and try to find his way in. On the backdash, gets the grab. We got Long Limbs. Feather Dance, the setup. Take this chip. Take all these arrows too. Okay. Radiance, and there we go. Oh no! That's a lot of damage. 10 seconds left on the clock. Mew attack buff, just in case if he loses his burst. 8. You gotta commit to the heavy. Yep. And does it again? 3 seconds left. Sucker Punch not gonna do anything, and we just walk away, leaving our health lead. And Radiance moves on. All right, that's some smart stuff. That's smart stuff. Okay, Radiance moving on, which means that Alpha versus Radiance is going to be up next. All right. Getting into our final matches of the night. Alpha versus Irradiance, and we're sticking with Lucario. Now, like I said before, Lucario does have to play a certain, walk and block game, but this matchup isn't that hard for him. It's really up to Alpha to be able to really keep that mid-screen control and shoot and change up their options. Perfect block. Doesn't capitalize off of it, though. Whoa, that was weird. Hold on, the back hit. And there we go, trying to find the space. Punish, or not even a punish, but it does hit back. Oh no, not fully charged Force Palm. But we do get the Tambourine charges off. And a side Y. Let's lose the Hydro Pump. Just trying to get a little bit of chip. Punish? No punish. Uncharged CA from Suicune is minus enough to at least get a poke. Is that optimal? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, finally, the first time ever that Irradiance hasn't gotten a Muse Blessing. Oh, that's a high hit. Okay, CA, no CA. Again, we just back away from the Snivy, trying to push you closer. Bone Rush hits the landing, only 2 HP, and runs face first into a Aura Spear. That's going to be a first round for Aurora Radiance. I don't know why I keep on saying Aurora. Oh, no delay. I mean, you can get... I think that one was a little bit too high to even get a delayed Bone Rush. Okay. Oki, 5Y. Catching him a little bit of a 3-piece. That's fine. 5x1. Okay. 5x1 does not work against a CAX from Suicune. There we go. That's the play that we know from Alpha. Trying to keep that mid-screen. JX catches the whiff punish on the Force Palm. 2x again, just in case you tried to dash in or backdash. Lapras, that's a punish! No, that's not what you want to see. Hold on, the guts from this actually looks like you might live. You do! And again, Mew saying, all right, you've had enough buffs for today. You've reached your maximum limit. Oh, that could have been scary. If Alpha was just a little bit more patient on that, burst attack from that distance would have definitely hit. And again, losers final, so back to best 3 out of 5. Let's lose a Hydro Pump right at the beginning, trying to get a little bit of chip damage. You're minus during this. Punish? No punish there. But that was weird. I'm surprised that even hit that low. 5x CAX. And then just a walk-up grab. So far, the mind games are already going to start. You know, I've always wondered, what are you actually supposed to do when, like, Ice Wall is on top of it? Like... Alright, mid-screen, 2x, you can't just walk casually in there, activating the burst, 8x on Wake Up, gets the far distance just frame, and then it's gonna add on the damage with the Bone Rush. But finally, this time, Mew, feeling a little bit more generous, decides to give Irradiance the attack buff. Oh my gosh, the 5XX. You're gonna run face first into it, and that's gonna be a burst attack finish. Oh, and the first time he's getting a double buff of the night. Okay. Dive kick. Again, keeping that mid screen, trying to cover as much space as possible. That is going to be a punish on the Aurora Beam. Late JX, no. Fully charged, gets hit. Bone Rush Slam, tacking on extra damage. Oh yeah, 3 Tambourine charges means you're going to be a little bit greedy on that. Oh no, oh, that could have been a punish. I understand, I see the vision. But getting a walk-up grab of their own. Didn't charge it long enough. Force Palm going to take away the vulnerable frame. Lapras. Jump over. Yeah, there are certain places where you can and can't jump from. But does it catch the backdash? It does not. Gotta be careful. Mew. Attack buff. Again, so far Mew is being very generous, but the fully charged CA means we don't need to care. Aurora Radiance. Oh my gosh, I keep on saying Aurora. I don't know why. Like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. The Pokemon was messing with me just then. Alright. This is where Alpha is going to have to make a stand. Oh, okay. See, look. Sometimes CA from Suicune tracks crazy, and then oh my gosh, deer in headlights. 5X drops it. CAX. Cancel. Unsave. Capitalizing on it. Okay, we're going with the Croagunk, taking a page out of Neon's book. But when we got far distance projectiles, we do not need to approach the ring. X again. Catch you on the way in. So far, Alpha is doing a really good job knowing when Aurora Radiance, Jesus. When he's trying to get in, again, another delayed Bone Rush, not making it. This time, finally getting the DP off of the call. Oh no. That's a lot of damage. Bone Rush, 8X. Interesting choice, but the Force Palm off of the neutral Y is going to go ahead and take it. A Radiance at set point. Bonus again. Oh no, he let go of block at that moment, and you know what? Alpha changing her combo immediately to the Hyper Hydro Pump variant to make sure we got at least some damage off. Yo, we are jumping. Out of there. The escape. Prayer. Not from a distance. And so far, that shield's looking real red. Again. Hit. JX. A little bit too antsy for it. Tried to get the 2X hit to get a hard knockdown in field phase. Misses. Oh my gosh, gotta be scary. Sylveon, this time for the HP. Mew again. Yo, this man, what are you feeding this Mew? This Mew's been giving you blessings on back to back. Punish. 2x just to get a little bit of space out of there, making you look left and right, practically killing your ankles. 10 seconds left. Both activating burst. Alpha does want to try to commit to this round. Jump over. We're out of there. Oh no. You're not dead, are you? You're not dead. You're not dead. But you know what? You might as well be, especially with the long animation. Time out, and that's just going to be a 3-0 for Irradiance, moving on to Grand Finals. All right. Now we're going to get into the last set of the night. Gonna be Neon Black versus Irradiance. I'll be right back. Go ahead, take your potty breaks now, because you know you're gonna get more Pokken action right after this, guys. Alright guys, it's time for the final set of the night. Fighting all the way from losers. We got a Radiance. Neon Black is in winner's side, so you know the deal. A Radiance needs 2 sets. Let's go ahead and get into it. Grand Finals. Weapons of choice, Lucario, Mewtwo. Now, coming from someone who's played a lot of Lucario, I never enjoyed the Mewtwo matchup. But there were specific setups that did help a lot. Now, it depends on if Radiance knows those setups pretty well, but we'll find out. Aura Spear, fully charged, does negate most of the projectiles in Mewtwo's arsenal, but what's been the story of today, Neon finds his mark with the Hyper Beams. And so far, just staying in range, barrier, late barrier. JY, yeah, you gotta watch out for that IDJY for sure. Croagunk, set up, plus frames, 2+ to get the grab, drain punch. You ain't taking nothing from me. My HP is mine and you can't have it. Alright, adding on the attack buff, but catching the sidestep with the 6Y. Dude, he said, I'ma pull up in your grill in 2x. I'ma take your toes and your tail. Cycle cut, just add on. And there, Mewtwo CA does come out a bit faster than Lucario's, and catching the backdash with the 6x double just frame all the way to the wall. Fire spin, teching in. Not really the best option, and gets the full cycle cut. Activating burst, taking you out of rage. Crit, which is kind of scary. Croagunk. It's like, all right, what do you want to do? Duck. And decides to waste as much time as possible. Neon's done it. Oh my gosh. And just on the other side again. Hold on. Oh yeah, you're not going to do that in my face. Side swap combo. Put you in the corner. Force palm. Oki. This is where it gets good. The neutral jump getting caught by the JY, doesn't get the wall splat. Grab. Instead, you know what? It works both ways because 8Y does have enough frames for you to cancel right from it. So, good option from Neon. I might need to teach a Radiant some of the setups I have for Mewtwo that even Mutator acknowledged that were. It's funny too because Mutator really acknowledged the setups I had for Mewtwo specifically. It worked on all tall characters, but I specifically made it for Mewtwo, and Mutator just said, "Yeah, this is annoying." Focus Blast for Chip. Does the CA in case there is another CA and hits the vulnerable frame. Catches your backdash with the Hyper Beam. My man has only missed 1 Hyper Beam. 1. And technically some of it landed. 8Y, late. Oh, but yeah, you can't do it that high. You can't do JY that high. Punish, doesn't get the fully charged. Oh no, all the extensions, all the armor, being able to get through the Bone Rush. Croagunk up for the shenanigans. You decide to block early, and that's going to be the rest of your life. Most likely, you want to treat Croagunk the same way you would treat Mimikyu if it is on your Oki. Okay. And just trying to check for any instant air dashes to come out just like that. Escaping the corner. Ooh, 8x. Nice. Set up. 6x charge. No, Bone Rush in just to get a grab. Okay. Force Palm. No, going immediately for the homing. And there he goes again. Radiance is throwing out these 8Ys just in case because you definitely cannot react to the instant air dash. Out of there. Out of the corner. Probably wants to... See, right there, I was going to say, right there, most likely Neon wanted to get out the corner. Croagunk hit. Fully charged. I don't know what you were supposed to do about that, but that is not what you want. Punish? Could have punished with something stronger. Alright, attack buff. Does get plus frames off of this. Trying to go for the homing. Oh, what? Wait, did anybody else see the... Oh, no. What? Okay. Leon's got it. You got it. Okay, all right. And you know what? I agree to this. There's so many better options that Braixen has against Mewtwo that field phase is a lot better now. Boomerang becomes a threat at certain distances. Sunny Day now can just tack on so much more damage. I agree with the switch. Lucario, you really got to guess in that mid-range area for what Mewtwo's going to do. But right now, we're kind of getting hit, and the Boomerang's not working. This is a punish? No. I think it probably could have did it, but perfect block on the CA. Gets a grab punish. Back to neutral. Give me that nooch. Boomerang. Yeah, you're not going to throw these Hyper Beams out like this. Sunny Day up. We keep that buff on us, and now we got better projectiles to work with. And the golf swing, that ain't no putter. That was a driver for sure. Anti-air. Trying to do it again. Out of there. Chooses the block instead. Ooh, that's going to hit the light screen. That might just be enough too. Doesn't commit to the second hit. All right, Firecracker Show. This can be a comeback. Getting a little bit of HP back, and now you got hit by 2 side waves. Jump over, and the guess on the jump in. Yeah, you ain't jumping in on me like that. On Braixen? Nah. Like I said, that driver. Boomerang, there we go. It crumples, which means we get a chance to go for a guess, and you get a grab. All right, Sunny Day gets both attack buffs. Or at least both. Oh no, that's a crit still? Braixen is a little bit on the smaller side, so golf swing, punish, and on the CA, enough active frames to stall out the CA. Light screen from a distance, flamethrower, double, no, we keep the 1. Anti-air, no. Okay, hit. What's the setup? Croagunk. All right, that's actually a fair amount of damage too. Oh, what the? My man said, I'm going to charge my synergy real quick. And he's like, what are you doing? My man just stood there. He's like, man, what is Braixen going to do from this distance? All right, and so far, this Braixen pick is working out. Puts a number on the board. Punish. Oh, it does hit the Psywave dash. Boomerang, not the crumple distance, and waits for you to dash out, catches you with the 8X. Grab, just for your troubles. Are we going to go for the double attack buff? No, we're not. Enough? No, barrier does hit it out, but Boomerang, not the crumple distance again, and you catch a CA. And we only need one for the attack buff. We're going to keep that thing on us. Side wave, no punish with the Boomerang. Probably will do it again once he scouts it. Okay, I think that was actually a perfect block. Still getting the side wave hit. Boomerang, there goes the crumple. And so far, Radiant's looking real good. Like I said, Boomerang, it may not do crazy. Well, no, Boomerang is a really good button. It's not a crazy deciding factor, but it already puts Mewtwo in a certain distance where he has to really change up what he does in field phase. Recharge, flamethrower. Okay, flamethrower trading with the barrier. And yeah, so far he's being a lot more cautious with these hyper beams. And again, another backdash caught by the 8X, fully charged CA, hard knockdown. Other side, light screen in case he wants to do something on wake up. And look at that, changing up, Boomerang again. It would have been crumple, but it was a little bit safer on that side. Anti-air, JY, hard knockdown. Krogunk tried to go for a cheeky grab. Litten. And catches the backdash with the side wave. We are back in it. Now it's 2-2. Okay. Sitting at 2 apiece. Yo, hey, yo, Mewtwo, stop aura farming, man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You got a game to win. Okay, Poplio. Let me show me something with Poplio, okay? Ooh, but you know what? Extra damage with the Poplio means we keep the corner back out, but we switch up again. And this time, again, both of these guys do have a lot of air movement options. So, I understand. They're probably going to play a little bit of a hopscotch when it comes to taking the corner. JX, nice. The late CA. Sometimes people do get caught by that late JX from Mewtwo, but this time, Aurelian scouting it out. Poplio again, breaks him, being able to get that charge back for Poplio. And anytime she does that sunny day, it means you get that Poplio even sooner. Firecracker show. Gotta be scary. That's gonna break the shield. Wall splat. Yes. Punish. I would say not punish, but the combo. Flamethrower. And that's gonna be a Radiance on reset point. Boomerang doesn't catch the vulnerable frame. Dashing in. Wait, does this work? Yes, it does. Harder knockdown. And again, Neon not caring, jumping immediately out of the way. 8Y, 8X. Radiance has been showing that a lot more. Hyper Beam, so far. And you know what? Now I'm starting not to agree with these Hyper Beams because as much as they've been landing for other people, or at least against other people, it's taking Neon further away from getting bursts. 8X caught on the other side. Firecracker show. Gonna push you towards the corner, which means you have a fire spin in front of your face. Space, getting hit. Tail end. Aura Spear. Or not Aura Spear, but... Ooh, that was good. The grab. Oh, we always get scared by it. We see the Mimikyu coming. That might be a punish. It is. There's no way you're living this. The amount of damage and rage with with attack buff, that's gonna be a reset. All right, we got a grand finals reset, guys. And we're gonna go straight into the next matches too. Weren't we just playing on this stage? Might be giving the Braixen power, but look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this dude. Aura farming, lifted himself off the ground. All right, you gotta seal it up, okay, Mewtwo? Golf swings at a distance, walking to the side. That's the benefit of playing Braixen. Being able to move to the side with projectiles, movement options plus offensive options means that we are amazing characters. Golf swing. Hold up, did we go over the golf swing? Okay. Forward Y. Again, the embers may only do a little bit of damage, but they start to add up. Rayquaza, I don't think this will punish from this distance. Yeah, it's only going to add on to chip. On the approach, barrier, anti-air, hard knockdown. What are we going to go for? Feeling a little bit of the pressure. Fire spin, just putting a wall in front of you. Oh my god, like, I swear they were there for like 10 minutes. Firecracker show, plus frames, that's gonna crack your shield. Oh, wait, I thought that would have cracked your shield, but your shield's still, yeah, that's the scary part. Your shield's still red in that scenario. Boomerang getting past the Psycho Cut. Anti-air immediately calling out the jump. Poplio at the ready. Be careful. JX, yeah, not on this scenario, says Neon. Okay, fire spin. Putting out the wall. Not getting the cancel that he wanted. Barrier, jumping over it with a JX. Look at that, just for a 3-piece combo. Boomerang. And jumps out again. He's gonna have to be trying to keep this man Neon trying to keep Irradiance honest on Wake Up, but the Crumple's gonna go ahead, pull you in, come here. And we went from Neon being in winners to Irradiance now taking the lead. Alright, now we're in that power training gym. Man, get this man off the screen. Stop aura farming. Alright. Okay. JY, anti-air. You know what? Despite how good Braixen of good of a character Braixen is, he doesn't have the best 8Y. I didn't say anti-air. She just doesn't have the best 8Y. Reset in the corner. Trying to get your shield real low. I think it would have worked better. Oh, cancels into the support means that we can get the phase shift. Oh no. From this far, this is a great amount of damage for low PSP. Keeping you in the corner. Out of there. But not able to dash out from the Mewtwo JX. Okay. Trying to use the Embers, trying to reposition, trying to find a way to keep center stage and build synergy, which Irradiance does. Getting the Embers out, catching a Boomerang maybe. But gotta watch out. 18 seconds left on the clock and finds a side wave. 8x catching your tail. It's too long. It's too long. And just randomly finding a boomerang, which means we get early synergy. Out of there again. So far, we've been so on point with it, but again, getting caught by this Mewtwo JX and still keeping us here. Okay, spending a fair amount of... Oh, wait, no. That was the, whatchamacallit, I almost called them aerodynamics. Thermodynamics, yes. That's what we were doing there. Boomerang catching you again. We're going to have to be a little bit more weary. Catch, cancel. Still has the Popplio on deck. Ooh, okay. I think maybe we're a little bit too high. Fire Punch gets the full activation of it. Mimikyu. Nice. Which means we can get the approach, but there's still... Oh! And the classic Mewtwo JY to grab. No one ever sees it coming until it's too late. Alright, both of these guys do have a fair amount of synergy, and that's going to be full tank for Radiance. Dash forward. Ooh, dash back is kind of scary. Remember, that's how you get caught. Fully charged. Get some shield damage. Activating burst. Doesn't want his shield broken. A raw 6x. I don't care about your burst. And a far distance grab catching the CA. And this took away a lot of synergy from a Radiance. And so far, we are fairly healthy, and now Neon has a full bar of synergy to work with, and Mimikyu, but might not need it. Gets all the back hit that he needs. Burst, activation, 8Y. Dash up. Gotta be careful. Plus frames. Dash forward. Oh, I promise you that I thought that burst was going to be a dash forward, but catches the barrier instead. Now it's going to be sitting at 1 apiece. Dude, I was scared for that dash forward. I 100% like, yo, that dash forward, done for. I saw that CA from a distance. I'm like, there ain't no way. You're either back dashing or forward dashing. I don't think you're going to back dash. But you know what? Neon still finds a way to clutch it out. Now, sitting at 1 apiece, you know that one game advantage to work with. Who's going to get it? And starting off his games early, Boomerang, again, crumple state, which means that we at least get some hard knockdown potential. CA, buff? No buff. Just a raw grab. Now we're going to get our buffs. Go ahead and say it with me, guys. 1, 2. No 2 for the attack buff. Crumple state Boomerang. You hate to see it. Plus frames. Try to scare you a little bit. Whiff. And I see it. If you guys actually see that, Radiance is actually delaying his CA just a little bit, just to make sure to check for any dash or at least air JX shenanigans. Now, I don't know if this lands. I didn't see what he was doing. Boomerang. All right, fair amount of damage. Does take away I think maybe like 10% synergy. But Mewtwo already goes far away from synergy anyway, so. All right, getting locked down by all the projectiles. Hyper Beam doesn't work. Boomerang a little late. No 8Y. 6X. Bursting up. Getting the attack buff. Gotta be careful. Now we're playing hopscotch. Not even hopscotch. We're playing leapfrog at this point. The late firecracker show still lands. and gets the burst attack. Now, depending on how many hits this is, I don't believe it'll kill. It doesn't. Too many hits. Too much scaling. What? From a distance? What? This is like... Wait, hold up. How are you getting hit right now? No. What happened? It was nothing but mistakes. From the other Hyper Beam landing to the Fire Spin. Just... You know what? In the name of fighting games, we just say we take those. Perfect block barrier. I guess it wasn't perfect blocks. We're able to get our homing in. Trying to be careful. Trying to jump out. Side Strike wants the extra damage. And this is looking real good for Neon, the setup. Trying to keep you at bay. Might see a boomerang soon. There it is. And we got our burst back. 8x over the CA. But jumping out again, Neon, the menace. And decides to tech in. I don't know about this. The grab just from a distance. Simple, clean. Now we're 2 games to 1. Dude, Pokemon's been scaring me. Alright, and we have a final game switching. It's like we are on our last legs. We gotta go back to the Lucario for a chance. Okay. Now again, what we give up for Braixen is that we have a harder time with field phase again, but we do get a little bit more neutral buttons. Punish. Ooh, late on that, and that's gonna be a grab punish. Neon does know the OS. All right. CA from distance gonna. Oh, it actually doesn't. I actually thought that was gonna break his shield there. Oh, you don't lose synergy from canceling Hyper Beam? Huh? I thought it did. Okay. CA, yeah. Especially on the ground, Mewtwo does technically have the better CA against others. Alright, Rage, Jirachi. I think you can jump this from this distance. Oh, never. I'm a liar. But gotta be careful. Oh, look at that. No, he walked forward. He walked forward. That's going to be unfortunate. 10 seconds left on the clock. Being held down by Fire Spin again. Teching inwards is not going to work out for you. And that's from a distance. Punish? No. JY? Nothing. And that's going to be Neon Black at game reset point. Round 2. 8x? Yep. I mean, not 8x, but Bone Rush X. Okay, a little bit of a shimmy. Catching him scared just a little bit, but messes up the 8Y. I don't know what's going on, but finds himself an E-Speed. Finding our way in, trying to get the approach. Fully charged CA setup. Oh, the 5x1. That was a 5x1 setup. Yo, oh, staring in the face of nothing, but in a late E-Speed. Gonna go ahead and catch him on the CA. Tried to... My man tried to Aura Farm grab. No. You better take this seriously. All right, that's just going to be a punish. There you go. My man tried to Aura Farm grab. Don't do that. right, final round. Radiance does have Jirachi and Burst on deck, but so does Neon. OS, too far! And the neutral jump, JY does hit. Try to get the hard knockdown 2X. Tries to backdash out of harm's way. We're starting to suspect what could happen in that scenario. Oh, okay, late 8Y, and because of that, it does combo to the 6Y. Hard knockdown, that double dash, triple dash. About to say, can anybody say hi to 99 dash for me? Because that's how many that's about to happen. Ooh. You know what? Keeping him here. Oh, it messes up. This is going to be a lot of damage. Jirachi. Don't even need Jirachi at this point. Wait, can you just... Yeah. Looking like a stretch. Committed way too hard. Neon Black is going to be your Heaven's Arena 9 champion. Closing it out with the finish. Alright guys, and that is going to be it for Heaven's Arena. Good amount of games. Neon now taking his second Heaven's Arena, and I think now only Neon and Vanny, both Neon and Vanny have taken 2 Heaven's Arenas. So can't wait for seeing who else will take the next one. I will let you guys know what I'm doing for Heaven's Arena 10. I know I'm gonna do something big. Maybe I'll add on money to the pot. How would you guys feel about a $300 pot? $300 pot? I'm curious. But whatever statements you guys have, go ahead, let me know. You guys know where some of my socials are, where my Discord's at. If you have anything you need to talk about, what's the prize split? Here, let me find out. Alright, you know what? I might as well just go for... Well, one thing's for sure, that would be a top 8 split. Yeah, that would be a top 8 split. If you guys actually want to know what this split is... I say, hold on, let me check my information just to make sure I'm not crazy. Okay, for 300. Oh, okay. So it'd only be a top 4 split. I'm sorry. It would be a top four split if it's 300. It'll be 50, 25, 15, and 10. So 50 at 300 is 150. That's money. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. All right, guys. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I appreciate everyone who continues to support Heaven's Arena. Also, I know I've been kind of late when it comes to putting out the registration. I am almost done with this semester, guys. And you know what? Better yet, we might, depending on how I'm feeling during May, we might have a Heaven's Arena back-to-back. All right? Might have a Heaven's Arena back-to-back. Depending on how everybody's feeling, okay? So, like I said, thank you all for coming. See ya at the next one. Oh, and of course, most importantly, long live Pokken.